All right, so we're now looking at some practical applications of linear graphs. What we're going to look at is when you are actually given a table, okay? And they're going to say they want to know the rule connecting x and y in each of the values of the table. Now, they want you to set it up as y equals mx plus c. Okay, so let's have a look how we're going to tackle. First of all, we have a look and we see what is the change. We can see from the top 0, 1, 2, 3 is constant. Is the y line constant as well? So -3 to 2, you've got to add 5. 2 to 7, you add 5. 7 to 12, you add 5. So straight away, we can tell there's a constant increase. So we can say that this is going to form a straight line. We can use the formula y equals mx plus c. So that's your first point. You need to, I just want to move this thing here. Let's put it right at the top. You need to check that it is going to be a straight line. All right, next. Constant increase also represents the gradient. So straight away, we can substitute m. So if we've got y equals mx plus c, we can substitute m. So m will be y equals, now we know it'll be 5x plus c. So now all we have to do is work out what our c is. In the table, we can see that when x is 0, y is -3. So therefore, we know what the value of c is. The value is -3. So there we go. We've got y equals 5x take 3. So the gradient will tell us what our gradient is. Finding the 0 will tell us what our y-intercept is going to be. And there you go. We've got it. Let me show you a little bit of a different one. In this one, there's a constant increase here. So you can see 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've got 12, 10, 11. So it's going down by 1 each time. As there's a constant increase, we can say this will form a straight line. And we can use the formula y equals mx plus c. You should know what our next step is. Our next step is to substitute our m, our gradient. What is our gradient? Our gradient is -1. So substitute m with the gradient of -1, and it looks like this. -1x plus c. Now, you know that we don't have to put the 1 in, so it probably looks better to go -x plus c. Now, we need to find our c. Now, in order to do that, last time we had a 0. So my advice to you is create a 0. How do you do that? You could write it on the side, and you can do, before we carry on, include the 0 in the x line of the table. This will help us determine the y-intercept. So can you see here, I've added 3 columns in, 0, 1, and 2. I had to add those in so I could get that. I knew that it went down each time, or you could say up each time, so I knew that 0 would be 15. So there you go, straight away, I can tell you what my y-intercept is. So from the table, 0, when x is 0, y is 15. So the value of c is 15. So there you go, y equals -x plus 15. And that gives us our formula. So go ahead and try a couple of these for me.